Hey everybody, this is Jerichos, and welcome back to Final Fantasy VI. We've been journeying through the bonus dungeon, the Dragon's Den. It has been a somewhat nightmare of a place to get through, but we're making it. Last time, we actually went through a completely optional area, the Cloister of Trials, where you fight a bunch of mid-bosses. This time, we're gonna see if we can't climb up these, rafters? Bridges? Whatever you call it. And this time, not get knocked off by the green guys. And I'm going to do this at increased speed because you've already seen a good section and you have to wait for them to move around, so let's just head on up as quick as we can. Okay, so this is a new spot here where you can try to jump straight up there, go 3 up, but it's a dead end. There's nothing up there. There's nothing to the right. We have to get to the left, so we need that guy to go far enough left that he won't... Well, you know what? Let me just shut this off. Yeah, see, nothing up here. Gotta get over there somehow. Nope. He almost went far enough. This could take a while. You know what? I'm gonna just cut ahead to when he finally moves far enough over. Woo! Okay. Barely made it by. And here we get an elixir for our trouble. Now... heal up after that battle. And if we head up here, we should see, actually, first thing first, go left. And you'll see blocked by the Seal of Lightning. We also get another chest with an X-Ether. Can be useful items. We head all the way to the right. We are back on this big giant pillar, but now we're up at the top. And if we head all the way up... Okay, seriously, does this wart bangle just do nothing? If we head all the way up, we see another dragon. So let me take a moment to check my gear and possibly swap some things around. All my gear's been arranged. Specifically for this fight, I want a ribbon on everyone. And you want to make sure you have a party that knows Rasp on at least most of the party members. So go in here and we're fighting the Skull Dragon. And specifically for this fight, you want to spam Rasp. So everybody who can will. That is everyone but Locke in this party. So Locke's going to be my dedicated healer. The reason we do this is the Skull Dragon does something interesting. You know what? I'll have Locke cast Ultima whenever he's not needing to heal. But the Skull Dragon is... he does a lot of status effects, but the ribbon will neutralize all of them. You notice Fear's never going to do anything to us. And he has a ton of MP and a decent bit of HP. But if you knock all of his HP down to 0, if he has any MP left at all, he will full revive back to full HP. So we basically have to rasp him constantly. Welcome to the most boring dragon in the Dragon's Den. I basically gave Locke the Celestiad so he can cast Cures and Ultima and whatever as often as he wants. But yeah, that's pretty much it. It's, as I said, it's the most boring one. It's just a slog. I forget how much HP and MP this guy has. I'll pop it up on screen. So yeah, since we're doing less than 500 MP per rasp, I mean, Terra did over 400. I'm pretty sure I was seeing Edgar and Sabin doing less than that. Yeah, because they have lower magic stats. this is gonna take a while. So I'm gonna speed it up, I don't know, double, triple, quadruple speed. We'll see how long it takes to get through this. And there we go. So, yeah, I had Locke casting Ultima to see if maybe we could knock his HP down and get the script that shows he refills his HP, but we actually got rid of its MP completely beforehand. So yeah, once its MP hits 0, it dies. And we get the Scorpion Tail for defeating it. The Skull Dragon has been slain. And for defeating it, a big old ladder appears here. Also, I know we've seen that one before. And I think that was the only one, the Seal of Darkness. So not too bad. As I said, the most boring fight. But we made it through. Now, I think, let's definitely, let's see, how much is our MP doing? Man, we don't really even need a 10, but I'm going to go ahead and use one anyway, just to top us all off and save after that. With that, let's see here. I think I'm going to take Cyan's group, because you still have the Balulu charm on? Yes. I want to go through here, and was it up top? I forget exactly where, but I believe it was up here, was the Seal of Darkness. Yes, it was. And we found a new area. This is... oh, this is the Holy Palace. Okay. Our last random encounter enemy we can find is in here. So let's make sure. Is everybody geared up here? More or less. Yeah. Oh, and I didn't even talk about... is it still at the end? No. The Scorpion Tail. Is that what it was? Yes. Flail shaped like a stinger and enchanted with bio. Go-Go's ultimate weapon, of all people. So, yeah, even Go-Go gets an ultimate weapon in here. Weird that it's bio-elemental. Now, I forget, is this... oh, Magus Robe. That... remnant from an age when magic still flourished. Strago, Realm, and Go-Go only, but really good stats. So, nobody in our party. And this is it, the final random enemy, Shield Dragon. Great, turned her into a zombie. Mog, jump and get out of here. Cyan, bring her back. Nope, don't move items, use items. Aside from them turning you to zombies, I don't remember if they really do anything of note. Yeah, heal up. I'm gonna let Gao and Mog be the primary damage healers. Let Cyan and Celis just sort of hang on the sidelines ready to, heal. Like with that. Yes, Flare Star. Please tell me that'll be big damage. Yeah, it's decent. These guys are kind of tanky. There's not really much to say about them. Poor Cyan. Look at him all weak there. Celis, toss him a heal, would you? Oh, he's confused now. And he's dead now. Well, that Kuraga's getting wasted. Sadly, this party is not optimized to take these guys out fast, but, do what we can. At least Mog is constantly attacking that close one. So he should die sooner than the others. How much HP do these guys have? Sheesh. I'm seriously tempted to speed this battle up if it takes a long time, but it shouldn't be long before they're defeated. I hope. You know what? Maybe I doubt this will work. Let's try a banish. Nah, knew it wasn't gonna work. It was worth a shot though. Oh, Mog should have stayed down until he got healed. Do we have anything else that might... What the heck? Let's try imping. It'd be funny if that works. I legit have no idea. These guys are just taking a while to defeat. Anything to make it easier. You can impify them! Well, let's absolutely do that. Do you have imp? You don't. What the heck? Let's use Lakshmi. Imp should make them quite a bit more impotent. Sorry, bad pun, I can't help. Should make them quite a bit weaker. In fact, let's see. I wasn't looking at the damage before. How much is this going to do compared? About the same damage. So, I guess it should at least make it so they don't use the zombie attack on us, so... This is a very slow battle. That is, like, no damage there. Oh, I once again jumped before letting Mog get the heal. At this point, it's a slugfest. Oh, you know what? Let's try this. Let's see if his final Bushido will work on them. That would be hilarious if it does. Man, that gauge fills so slowly. Alright, let's try it. And this time, Mog, stick around until you get healed. Oh, well, one of them died. Okay, Oblivion, come on, please just kill him. That would be hilarious. Nope. And once again, I made Mog jump, forgetting I was waiting for Celis. You know what? Let's use our number 7. It's probably going to be Cyan's most powerful attack he can do on these guys. Tempest. Yeah, about 4,000, 5,000 damage total. Could have been worse. Oh, good, he's finally defeated. And with that, we have seen every single random encounter that we can find in this dungeon. So our bestiary is filling out nicely. Yeah, you can see we've got all of the enemies up until the bosses start. There's still, however, a few more bosses to find, which we're going to get through out here. Let's head to the right side. Nothing. Up here we have nothing. Okay, so I had to look it up because I remembered this being a very confusing part. First thing first, let's give Mog the Malulu's charm. And there's nothing we can do right here for now. But a seal from the Skull Dragon was actually broken way back in the dungeon that it didn't show us just now. So what you need to do, let's switch over, we'll do this party. You need to head back to the turtle room. And you may remember, here's a shortcut. Except you can't ride it across because it's already been ridden one way. What you can do is, yeah, they're all dead. That's okay, I'm not going to bother reviving them, because we want to teleport out and go back in to the dungeon. All of the dragons who've been defeated, all of the seals that are broken, those don't change. This really doesn't matter. I'm just going to put Mog alone in party 1, and the other parties do not matter at all for what I'm about to do. So, let's have Mog go in. He's got the Malulu charm, so he won't fight anything. And we want to head back to the turtle room, which we can access right from the beginning. So head in here. And nope, not up this one, up the next one. And this is where we went to go. And since we've exited and re-entered, the turtle is back in the center. Remember that. For now, just ride it across and head up. Nope, not left yet. Head up here. Go left. And this used to be blocked off by a seal, I think right in front of this door. And if we head up, if ye would face a drake divine, search ye between the molten pools within the inner eye. Huh. Well, I don't know what that's supposed to mean. No, I'm just kidding, I do. I will save you a ton of hassle. Don't bother teleporting out and walking back here to get this. Reading it is the hint, but you don't have to read it to trigger it. Let's jump back to where we were with Cyan's party. Alright, so back where we were here before we sent everybody off on their merry way. You'll remember, this room is empty. Head down here, and it talks about the molten pools. That happens to be right outside this room. Check between them. There's a distant sound. Except not so distant. It's literally back in the room we were just in. Yeah, it's a hidden switch. So head over here, and now it goes a little further, and there's a dragon. So let me check my gear, and we'll set up this party to fight him. Well, unfortunately, I have done the checking, and this party cannot handle this dragon. So I'm going to do something I've never done before, and I'm actually going to forcibly bring another group over. So we're going to have Terra's group go over there to fight the dragon. And I'm going to show you the path that we go to get there, because it's a little bit of a trek. Or stairs, whatever you want to call it. We can go straight down and bypass a huge chunk of the green guys. Actually, pretty much all of them. Which is good, because if you fall down there again, the blue flame bosses respawn. Thankfully, we don't have to deal with them anymore. So head up here. And we should be good to get... Yes, there's no need to jump on platforms or switches or anything like that. Just head up top. And we should shortly make it into that room. Can I do it without any more enemy fights? I can. Hey, Cyan. We're going to take care of this for you. Now, let's take a moment to heal and make sure my gear's ready to go. Now, as you may have guessed from the tombstone saying, Drake Divine, it's time to fight the Holy Dragon, and he calls for heavenly aid. No, Locke is the first person I want. The very first thing you want to do is get Reflect on him. And then we'll do a quick... because he counters pretty much every attack with Curaga on himself. So yeah, Reflect on you. And then you want to use attacks that are going to bypass Reflect. So I'll have Terra use Meteor. Locke, you get to use Ultima Spam. So he can be a pain if you're not able to do enough damage and keep Reflect up on him. Basically just spam this over and over. He doesn't have a ton of HP, but the main other gimmick he does is he will attack 2 to 3 times a turn. And sometimes that attack is Heartless Angel, which reduces everyone to 1 HP. Yeah, that move Kefka did in the final battle. So what we want to do is try and kill him as fast as possible, and if he does do Heartless Angel, we have to hope that he'll use one of his holy attacks and heal Locke, or, you know, counter with Curaga to heal somebody. Oh, yep, here's Heartless Angel. Well, Edgar's got a Curaga going, but I'm not sure if it's going to go in time. Sabin, hit him hard. Good, counter with Curaga. The biggest problem is Reflect wears off, so you have to keep reapplying it. Oh, good. In fact, I'm guessing Edgar's next turn I'll have him do it. Yeah, I would love to use Flare, but Flare gets reflected. So, Edgar, you should have... Yeah. Yeah, I'll go ahead and queue up Reflect. Sure. Terra, you can use Curaga to keep everybody topped off. Thankfully, he does not counter every single move you do, especially if you're using Quick. Which can be a problem if his Reflect wears off at a bad time and suddenly you have a whole bunch of attacks and he's healing himself for 7,000-8,000 HP when you're dealing 5,000 or 6,000 or less. And we did it! We beat him! Yeah, Ultima Spam for the win. You basically have to outpace him and keep him reflected, but I made that look easy, but trust me, with Cyan's group, not so. But we get the Zanmato, and the Holy Dragon has been slain. Oh, and that's a seal we've seen recently. Or was it recently? I'm not actually sure anymore. That's one we haven't actually taken a look at yet, but you can probably guess where it is. The Seal of Heaven is broken. You know what? Cyan's party, you guys, got kind of gypped on that. Let's have you go explore and take a look where the... We're going to go back to where the turtle is. I might need to cut and check my maps, because I don't remember the easy way to get there, short of teleporting out. So I'll be right back. You know what? I think after walking around and consulting my maps, the easiest option we have for this is actually going to be to teleport out. For real this time. So Edgar, you get us out of here. And we'll land back in. And I'm going to change up one thing about the party slightly. Tara's group is going to be the same as it was. They're just kind of my powerhouse team. I'm going to have Cyan, Celis, Mog, and I'm swapping Setzer and Gao. Because I'm going to have, I'll go ahead and tell you, I'll have Cyan's party go after the next boss, and Gao's not the most useful for it. I'd rather have somebody who can consistently deal lots of damage. And Setzer's semi-consistent with that. So let's go ahead and head in with Cyan's group. Still got that Malulu charm, so it should take us no time to get through here. Go back up this staircase to get to where the turtle is. Now, sadly we can't go to the right. This Seal of Lightning, still blocked. Maybe let's see if we can take care of that, shall we? Hop on the turtle, ride it across the way. You know, 3 different times in this game we ride a turtle. Very, very weird. Here we had this path which was blocked by the seal, and the letters Gons are inscribed on the tombstone. The letters Thek are inscribed on the tombstone. The letters Ingo are inscribed on the tombstone. The letters Vdra are inscribed on the tombstone. The dragon is inscribed on the... No, I'm kidding. It is time to fight the final dragon, so let me move around some gear. And with everything set up, let's attack the 8th and final dragon, the Gold Dragon, who absorbs magic. Yeah, much like Celis's Runic, he will basically take every magical attack you throw and just absorb it. As long as you throw it at him. Thankfully, unlike Runic, it doesn't absorb stuff, ooh, that's a good one, that we throw at ourselves. And this is why I brought Setzer along, because his fixed dice can do some big damage. Celis is basically going to be just sitting in place, waiting to recast Vanish, because most of the Gold Dragon's attacks are physical. Physical attacks, Mighty Claw, which, by the way, can confuse you. But he does have one attack that can get rid of Vanish, a magical attack. And we've got Thunder Shields, Paladin Shields, Minerva Bustier, so we're not going to take any damage from Thunder, his element, but it will get rid of Vanish, and then the physical attacks will wreck us. And oh, man, I love those high rolls you're getting, Setzer. Yeah, Celis is literally just waiting in the wings. Well, he never used it, but Plasma is a thunder attack, single target, and Celis was going to use Vanish to put it back up as soon as it got affected. But thanks to Setzer's really high rolls, we killed him so fast. And we get the Zwill Crossblade. And the Gold Dragon has been slain. And with that, we're getting rid of the final seal. We haven't seen that one yet, but we'll point out where it is in a bit. This seal is the important one. It's blocking off the final bits of this dungeon. Hey, that one we were familiar with. Actually makes for a nice little shortcut around here. Here's one that... I think, yeah, we've seen this one before. Another part of the same room here. And one final one. Yep. Back over by the green men who will knock you off the bridges. So with that, every seal has been removed. The Seal of Lightning is broken. And I think before we wrap this up, we're gonna move on to find one thing here. Also, Let's look at that weapon we got. Zwil Crossblade, twin-bladed dagger sought by a legendary adventurer. Locke's ultimate weapon. Some good stats on that. It's pretty nice. Now, we've gotten ultimate weapons for most of the people, but not everyone. I think next episode we're probably going to figure out where the rest of them are. Now, a neat thing is, we've got these tombstones here, and you may remember that there was a blank tombstone up here. So let's show this off here. Go up to the right. And it appears to be a gravestone, but there's no inscription. Carve something into it? Yeah! Do Thek, Ingo, Thedra, Gons, the King of Dragons. And if you do that, a door opens. If we go through here, we're in a new area. You know what? This is the perfect place to leave it off here. We're going to tackle this section and probably the rest of the Dragon's Den next time. We have managed to kill all the dragons. There's still a few bosses hidden throughout here and some treasures to find. And then there's the big bad waiting for us at the very end. But you'll have to wait till next time to see what that is. If you've enjoyed this episode, make sure to click like and hit that subscribe button. And I will see you guys next time.